Hello everyone, I'm Romy J. De Los Santos.
And I'm Cherry May Escina.
And we are the owners of Taro Knittingles.
About Taro,
According to Yum 2023, ang flavor ng taro is sweet, nutty, and also has warm vanilla undertone. So, pag sinabi natin taro, ito ay ang Colocasia esculenta or gabi. So, yung taro, it's widely cultivated for its edible root vegetable na kung saan ginagamit ito sa cuisine around the world. So, ang taro ay nag-o-offer sa atin ng health benefits. Essential siya sa vitamins and minerals. Rich siya sa nutrients katulad na lamang ng vitamin E, vitamin C, at ito ring taro ay high in fiber, which is ang taro ay excellent source of dietary fiber, which is aids in digestion. So, yung taro is nutritious. Kailangan pa rin natin ng properly cooked before consumption para maiwasan natin yung neutralized toxin that are naturally present sa raw food. Pero may iba't iba tayong pagkaraan para kumita dito. Katulad na naman ng paggawa tayo ng taro chips, rice, cake, cookies, and also the crinkles.
Bakit nga ba namin napili na ibenta sa aming EDP is Taro Crinkles? Nagkaroon ng collaboration between Department of Agricultural Entrepreneurship and Department of Food Tech. So, yung Food Tech, binigyan kami ng list kung saan yung mga product na yun is pwede namin gamitin sa aming EDP. And bibigyan din kami ng workshop and trainings. So, sa mga list na yun is, nag-search na agad kami na sa mga bawat product na yun kung ano yung mga ingredients and paano gawin. So, during workshop and trainings, talagang pinakawasan namin is yung Taro Crinkles. And pinanood namin kung paano gawin, and napag-isip-isip namin na yun na talagang gamit namin kasi yung mga ingredients na niya ay madaling mahanap sa market like yung taro. Talagang makikita mo agad siya sa market.
we decided to choose Taro Crinkles because we know na mas tatagal ang kanyang shelf life.
The major reason kung bakit namin pinili na ibenta ang Taro Crinkles sa aming EDP is because the delightful flavor of taro combined with irresistible texture of crinkles creates unique combination that not only appeals to consumer changing taste but also for growing demand for innovative treats. And that's why we can provide advantage to competitors or stand out to crowded market. And naging dahil din namin na piliin ito because some Filipinos wants to eat sweet and chewy as a snack, especially children. And ito yung naging dahilan namin kaya pinili namin itong ibenta kasi nasa isip namin na madali itong i-market and kikita kami.
Objectives of the project. 1. Be able to apply the skill in the production of Taro Crinkles. We wanted to enhance our skill in the production of Taro Crinkles. 2. Enhance the managerial and practical skill of selling and making Taro Crinkles. 3. Gain income from Taro Crinkles production. 4. Determine the probability of small-scale Taro Crinkles production enterprise. Time and place of the project.
We conducted our EDP at Silang Cavite from March 4 to May 24, 2024. Ito namin kinonduct ang marketing and production. Sa Pulok Size Iba Silang Cavite namin prepare ang mga ingredients, and dito kami nagmi-mix, and dito din kami nag-chill ng aming mga mixed ingredients or dough. And after 1 hour of chilling process, binabiyahe namin ang Silang Cavite to Cavite State University Indang Campus ng 20 minutes gamit lang ang motorcycle. And doon kami nag-bake ng aming mga Taro Crinkles.
Description of the project. We conducted the preparation and mixing of ingredients at Romy J's house. For baking process, we conducted it at Cavite State University in the Food Processing Laboratory. Baking process.
Nagkaroon kami ng workshop and trainings kung saan itinuro sa amin ng mga food tech student kung paano namin step by step gawin ang mga product na napili namin. And after 1 week, nagkaroon kami ng trainings. Doon, actual namin gagawin ang mga product na napili namin, and Ma'am Elma Igape ang magdi-decide kung kami magpo-proceed na sa mass production or sa aming EDP. After workshop and trainings, nagkaroon kami ng meeting, and doon pinag-usapan ng about the selection of products, and nagkaroon din kami ng discussion about sa costing. So sa bawat mga information namin na kukuha is nininote namin ito sa aming mga phone, and lalong-lalo na yung mga formulation, mga orders, and mga kailangan namin gawin. For advertisement, nag-create kami ng Facebook page kung saan pinopost namin yung mga products namin and kung kailan to available. And nagawin namin to para makakuha ng customers at may maibenta. And pinopost din namin dito ang mga customers na bumibili sa amin. And bukod dito sa Facebook page namin, naglalako din kami sa mga bahay-bahay. And pagkatapos namin mag-baking sa food laboratory, nag-iikot kami sa school kung saan inaalok namin ng mga estudyante para bumili. Ang mga materials namin tulad ng dehydrator, bowls, spatula, and others is binili namin sa Fortune King sa Silang Cavite. And yung iba po is binili namin via Shopee. And sa pag-purchase po ng aming mga ingredients tulad ng all-purpose flour, eggs, sugar, vanilla extract, and others is binibili po namin siya sa Queen A Silang Cavite. And yung taro po namin is binibili po namin sa Silang Market kung saan nakakita kami ng pinakamurang pagbibilhan which is 50 pesos per kilo. And doon na po kami bumili ng aming taro until matapos po ang production.
And these are all ingredients that we need.
For production po, kailangan po nating linisin bago at matapos ang mga gagamitin natin and kung saan tayo gagawa. And para po maiwasan ang pagkasira ng ating product and para makasigurado tayo sa quality ng ating mga product. And bukod po doon, kailangan po nating magsuot ng mga PPEs tulad ng hairnet, face mask, apron, and gloves. In preparing ingredients po is kailangan po muna natin makagawa ng taro powder dahil yun po yung main ingredients natin. So kailangan po nating hugasan at balitan ang ating taro fresh and bago po natin to slice ng maninipis. And pagkatapos po nun is kailangan po nating ilagay sa dehydrator. Yung dehydrator po yun po yung ginagamit namin para ma-dried ang ating taro. And pagkatapos po nating may arrange ang taro natin sa dehydrator, isi-set po natin ito ng 70 degrees Celsius. And 2 to 3 hours po, matutuyo na po ang ating mga sliced taro natin. And yung pagpatuyo po nito is nakadepende po sa kapal or nipis ng ating pag-slice sa taro. And pag tuyo na po lahat ng ating taro, magpuproceed naman po tayo sa pulverize or pag-powder po ng ating taro gamit po ang food processor. Every 1 kilo po ng taro fresh, nakakagawa po kami ng 250 grams na powder. Sa pag-prepare po ng ingredients, kailangan po nating siguraduhin na tama po ang ating mga sukat. Dahil sa pagbago po ng sukat na ito is mababago din po yung texture or quality o at lasa po ng ating product. And sa bawat and meron po kaming iba't ibang formulation based po sa aming target produce. Meron po kaming formulation for 1 kilo of flour, 2 and 3. Dahil nakadepende po kami sa mga pre-orders po namin para makasigurado po kami na every cycle masosold out po yung aming mga taro crinkles. And sa pagmix naman po ng ingredients, nakahiwalay po ang pagmimix ng wet dough sa dry dough. Sa wet dough po, ang included po na ingredients doon po is yung taro powder, sugar, eggs, vegetable oil, and vanilla extract. And sa dry dough naman po is yung all-purpose flour, salt, and baking powder. Next po is ihalo na po natin yung wet dough sa dry dough. So ang paghalo po is gradually para po maiwasan natin ang pagbubo at mahalo din po natin ito ng ayos. Pag nakuha na po natin yung consistency or yung texture na hinahanap po natin sa ating dough, i-divide na po natin ito sa dalawa. Hindi na namin po ito tinitimbang or pagsasakto po namin ang timbang nilang dalawa kasi nag-a-adjust na lang po kami pagdating ng baking process. So magkakaroon po tayo ng dalawang dough. Yung isa po is plain and yung isa ay may chocolate. Ang ginagawa po namin sa chocolate is nag-iinit po muna kami ng pan and saka po namin ilalagay yung chocolate para po maiwasan po namin ang pagkasunog ng chocolate. So ito po yung naging innovation po namin sa aming taro crinkles as suggested by Ma'am El Magape. Ito po ay parang marble but in crinkles form po. Pagkatapos po namin mamix po itong dalawang dough namin, ilalagyan po namin ito ng cling wrap sa ibabaw and ipuproceed na po namin siya sa chilling process. So, sa pagbibake po ng taro crinkles, meron po itong timbang per piece. So 15 grams per piece po. At dito po yung sinasabi ko po na nag-adjust po kami pag nagbe-bake na po kami. So kumukuha po kami ng half scoop sa plain and half scoop din po sa chocolate. So hindi po namin actually na natitimbang ang every scoop po namin sa bawat dough. So, pagkatapos po natin itong timbangin, i-cover po natin ito ng confectioner sugar. So pagkatapos po nito is saka po natin bibilugin and ifo-flat. So i-arrange po natin ito sa baking tray kung saan meron pong parchment paper para po maiwasan ang pagdikit ng ating product sa tray. So bago po natin isalang ang ating mga taro crinkles, kailangan po muna nating mag-preheat ng oven ng 180 degrees Celsius ng 15 minutes. And for baking time of our taro crinkles po is 10 to 12 minutes. And kung susobra po doon, maaari pong masunog and matigas po. And kung mababa naman po doon, maaaring mahilaw po. Kapag ito po ay luto na, kailangan po natin tanggalin po agad ito sa tray dahil maaari po itong maluto pa rin and tumigas po ang ilalim dahil mainit pa po ang ating tray. So kailangan po natin siyang palamigin sa isang lalagyan bago po i-packaging para po maiwasan po natin masira ang ating mga packaging materials. So bago po natin to i-deliver sa ating mga customers, ito po yung naka-place po sa 450 ml tub and meron pong itong sticker logo ng aming brand name and logo. Total produce po namin ng taro crinkles every cycle is hinahati po namin sa dalawa and parehas po kaming nagbebenta and binibenta po namin to 55 per tub. So meron po kaming ino-offer na free delivery for minimum 3 tubs po. And ito po yung mga naging feedback ng aming mga customers.
Hello po, ate, ang sarap po ng crinkles nyo. Bibili po ulit ako pag meron ulit kayo. Pre, next week na ulit ako kuha pero next week to na akin pre. Masarap po siya. Nagustuhan din po siya ng mga kaklase ko. Total sold.
Hanggang sa matapos namin yung 3 months, nagkaroon kami ng 406 total sold ng aming crinkles, which is a product ng Time Crinkle. And sa isang tag, equivalent siya ng 250 ml, which is yung laman na ay 7 pieces. And sa isang piece, meron siyang 15 grams.
We decided na 7 pieces ang ilagay namin sa isang tub para sa mga student na nagbabudget lang ng pera like Ma'am Gabriel na siya mismo yung pumupunta sa food laboratory para bumili sa amin ng taro crinkles. And ang lugar kung saan mas mabenta yung product namin ay sa Purok 6, Iba Silang Cavite and Purok 1, Pulong Saging Silang Cavite. And also sa CBSU, not just the student and also yung mga professor like Doc Ted and Ma'am Hadasa. But we didn't meet our target of 520 because of there were many events that hit the baking schedule. The fourth cycle has reduced the number of people who want to buy. The result is that there are a lot of stock baked taro crinkles at home. But we find a way and adjusted the baking schedule. It only took 2 weeks to cook while we save up pre-order. For the financial analysis,
So in this table shows the cost of ingredients every cycle. And meron po kaming 8 cycle for whole production. So for the first cycle po, may total cost na 657.08 and second 894.09, third 861.29 and fourth 591.65 until the 7th cycle po yun. And for the last cycle, 8th cycle, 325.35 and nagtototal po ng 5,104.41. For the average cost of ingredients per cycle po is nagtototal po siya ng 638.05. And for the cost of other supply po including confectioner, sugar, grease paper, cling wrap, nagtototal po siya ng 1,385 and for the average total cost per cycle po is 173.13. For cost of materials po including face mask, hairnet, apron, and plastic gloves, nagtototal cost po siya ng 112 and total cost per cycle po is 14 pesos. And for the cost of packaging materials po including tag, sticker logo, nutritional label sticker, nagtototal po siya ng 2,482.24. So for the cost of packaging per cycle, so para po makuha namin yung cost of packaging materials per tab, dinivide po namin yung cost of packaging materials sa total unit sold po namin which is 436. And for the first cycle po is nag-total cost po siya per cycle ng 256.19. For the second cycle is 432.68. For the third cycle 438.37 and for the fourth cycle 296.05 until the 7th cycle and for the 8th cycle was 170.18 at nagtototal po siya ng 2,482.24. Cost of tools Ito po ay depreciated, and para po makuha ang depreciated cost ng ating mga tools, kailangan po natin ng salvage value. So para po makuha ang salvage value, kailangan po natin i-multiply ang actual price ng tools natin sa 15%. At ang magiging result po doon is isubtract naman po natin ito sa actual price din po, and i-divide po natin sa lifespan in monthly basis, and i-multiply naman po natin to kung ilang buwan nating nagamit. At ang naging total po ng depreciated cost ng ating tools is 146.21. Cost of labor, including the cleaning and disinfection, procurement of materials and ingredients, preparation of ingredients, cooking, packaging, distribution and marketing, and recording. Dito po ang ginamit po naming wage per hour is 48.13, and nagtototal po ito ng 5,889.19. And for the other costs, including gas oven, transportation, electricity, is nagtototal po siya ng 1,634. For total production costs, including the cost of ingredients, other supplies, materials, packaging materials, tools, labor, and other costs, nagtototal po siya ng 16,753.05. For the total sales po, yung first and second cycle po namin, binenta po namin siya ng 50 pesos per tab. And the following cycle po until the last is binenta po namin ng 55 pesos per tab. And may total po kaming tabs na 436 tabs, and nagka-total sales po kami ng 23,375 pesos. So sa table po na ito, ipapakita lang po namin ang cost per tab and profit per tab ng aming Taro Crinkles. And para po makuha namin yung dalawang yun, kailangan po namin ng total production cost and total units sold and yung selling price per tab po namin. Ang total production cost po namin is 16,753.05, and total units sold na 436 tabs, and yung selling price po namin is 55 pesos per tab. So para po makuha yung cost per tab namin, kailangan po namin i-divide ang 16,753.05 sa 436 tabs. So ang nakuha po namin is 38.42. So para po naman makuha ang profit per tab, kailangan po namin i-subtract ang cost per tab sa selling price namin, and ang nakuha po namin is 16.58. Computation of net income. To compute the net income, we subtract the total production cost from total sales. Our total sales was 23,535, and our total production cost was 16,753.05, and the student entrepreneur has a net income 6,781.95. Computation for return on investment, or ROI. To compute the ROI, we divide the net income by total production cost and multiply by 100. So our net income was 6,781.95, and total production cost was 16,753.05. So the student entrepreneur has a ROI 40.48%. Computation for break-even point. To compute the break-even price, we divide the total production cost by number of tabs to be sold. Our total production cost was 16,753.95, and the number of tabs to be sold was 436 tabs, and our break-even price was 38.42 per tab. To compute the break-even production, we divide the total production cost by price per tab. So our total production cost was 16,753.95, and price per tab was 55 pesos.
And our break-even yield for 55 pesos was 305 tabs.
So sa Taro Crinkles production, nagkaroon kami ng 3 months operation, and the last week of February, nagkaroon kami ng contribution na 2,500 pesos each, and nagkaroon kami ng beginning balance na 5,000. And ang inuna naming i-purchase is yung mga tools and equipment, and nagtotal ito na 2,415, and meron kaming ending balance na 585, at hindi kami nag-decide na ibalik sa amin to kasi ito din yung gagamitin namin pambili ng iba naming kailangan, lalong-lalo na yung mga ingredients. First week of March, doon na kami nag-start na magbili ng mga ingredients namin and mga iba pa namin kailangan, and sa buong March, doon na kami nag-start talaga ng marketing and production. So for the whole month of March, nagkaroon kami ng total sales na 13,145 pesos, and meron kami beginning balance na 2,585. So nagkaroon kami ng total cash on hand ng 15,730, and less the total expenses na 8,330.22 is nagkaroon kami ng ending balance na 7,399.78. And for the month of April, nagkaroon kami ng beginning balance na 7,399.78. And for the whole month of April, nagkaroon kami ng total sales na 5,720. And nag-total cash on hand ng 13,119.78. And less the expenses na 2,169 is nagkaroon kami ng ending balance sa month of April ng 10,950.79. And for the last month of operation, which is May, meron kaming beginning balance na 10,950.79. And for the whole month of May, meron kaming total sales na 4,510. And nagka-total cash on hand kami ng 15,460.79. And meron din kaming total expense na 610.50. Kung mapapansin nyo po, konti na lang po yung mga expenses namin kasi yung natira naming ingredients ng last cycle, ito na po yung ginamit namin para sa month of May. And meron kaming ending balance na 14,850.29. And ito po yung naging cash flow namin for the whole operation. So for profit statement, binenta namin ang Taro Crinkles in retail lang po. So nagkaroon kami ng 50 pesos per tab nung first and second cycle, which is nagkaroon kami ng total of 121 tabs and nagtotal siya ng 6,050. And for the 55 pesos per tab, nagkaroon kami ng 315 tabs and nag-accumulate kami ng 17,325. And per homes consumption, nagkaroon kami ng 3 tabs, which is nag-total siya ng 160. And for total income of for whole operation, meron kami 23,535 pesos. And for the expenses, ang una po naming expenses is yung mga. And for the expenses, meron po kaming cash expenses na 10,869.55. And for the non-cash expenses or yung own labor, meron kaming 5,889.19. And wala po kaming binayaran na hard labor, kaya wala po yan. And nagkaroon kami total expenses na 16,758.74. And for profit naman po, para po makuha yung profit, sinubtract po namin yung total expenses po namin na 16,758.74 dun po sa naging total income namin na 23,535. And nagkaroon po kami ng profit na 6,776.26. And for the ROI naman po, para po makuha yung ROI, dinivide po namin yung profit namin na 6,776.26 dun po sa naging total expenses po namin or yung total production cost na 16,758.74 and binultiply po namin ito sa 100. And ang nakuha po namin ROI is 40.43%.
We wanted na magkaroon kami ng reseller na kung saan magkakaroon kami ng wholesale of tab, which is ang magiging bentahan na lamang namin dito is 50 pesos per tab dahil ang retail namin dito is 55 pesos. So kapag kinumpit natin siya, magiging 50 pesos times 50 pieces ay 2.5 na lamang siya, pero pag retail is 55 pesos times 50 pieces is equal to 2,750. So ang magiging less nito is 250 pesos. Because of that, mas mag-grow yung product namin, makikilala ito, and also, hindi lamang ito makikilala, kundi matutulungan din namin yung other people na kumita. What more pa, kung mag-a-add kami ng other flavor, katulad na lamang ng taro with matcha, taro with cheese, taro with milk, and other pastry na ang main ingredients dito is yung taro. Katulad na lamang ng taro cookies and cake. Most of the student, ang mindset nila about entrepreneurial development project, ito lang yung nagiging way nila para pumasa. Hindi nila iniisip dito kung kikita ba sila or hindi. But more than that, tinuturuan tayo dito kung paano mag-budget ng pera, humawak ng pera, tinutulungan tayo kung paano magplano ng isang business, humawak ng business, and also makipag-communicate sa iba para mas ma-attract sila sa business natin or sa product natin. And also, yung simpleng taro, mas na-enlighten natin siya dahil ginamit natin siyang main ingredients sa paggagawa ng product.
Our problem that we encounter during baking schedule are decreasing of number of customers, unexpected changing price of ingredients, where we will rest the dough. Our solution during that day are we plan to bake crinkles 2 times in a month. Nag-isip kami ng bagong marketing strategies at ito ay gumawa kami ng maraming advertisement sa Facebook page at nag-pre-orders na kung saan nag-alok kami sa ibang lugar hindi lamang sa Silang. We look for cheaper ingredients but quality and it was at Queen E store. And during of first month of baking, we chilled out at the bazaar at school because it happened that event was scheduled. Survey. After conducting a survey of 10 people na inalok namin, 7 out of 10 ang bumili sa amin, which is 70%. Out of 7 people na bumili sa amin, 3 ang naging regular customer namin, which is 43% of 70%. Me and Romy has an equal responsibility. They both present in overall production activities until marketing. Nais namin pasalamatan si Ma'am El Magape dahil sa pag-guide niya sa amin sa pagluluto upang maging mas presentable ang aming taro crinkles. Kay Sir Guillermo Disengano sa pagbibigay sa amin ng advice, turo at motivation sa paggawa ng papers. Kay Sir Jefferson Mojica sa pagbibigay niya sa amin ng motivation. At syempre, ang food tech student na nag-share sa amin ng knowledge about sa mga pastries na ipinakita sa amin.